what happens to that black boy who walks out of the room that he sleeps in, walks out of the place where he lives, and does not dream, does not visualize, and he can be blind, but there's still visualization that takes place even if you're blind, but does not have a sense of imagination. And I think when it comes down to it, we've gotten away from a sense of imagination
Yeah.
for a lot of children. And we've tried to structure so much of it into what we can align with what we say the world needs. Yeah, it's just yeah.
It's no, that's not
But I
though.
think all the time when I like that little black boy that was either I was that little black boy that was always dreaming. I was
Mhm.
that little black boy that was like, all right, if somebody can do that, why can't I go a step higher?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why can't I do this? That's what led me to like skydiving.
Yeah.
Like I want to keep going higher. I want to
Yeah.
keep going further.
See, that's that craziness you're
See,
talking
that's
about. See, I'm not. See, this is where we go off the rails here. No, no. Well, so and this is no, and I don't know where this gentleman is to this day, so I'm not even going to say his name. But I know for me, I know one of the things that brought me into education was I remember I was in 11th grade and I was sitting in my honors U.S. history class, and I remember the teacher who was up there talking. I felt like he was a good teacher. A bit boring. I ain't gonna lie, it was a bit boring, but I felt like overall he was a good teacher. Now it could just be I've always loved history, but I remember looking around the room and he's talking about we were talking about like, the Cowboys and Native Americans, right? And like the real history behind that. And I'm into it. I'm engaged because I'm curious, but I do remember he's just lecturing, and I look around the room, and half the class, not even half, the majority of the class is either asleep,
Mhm.
not paying attention, whatever. This is pre-cell phone, so it's not even like people on their phones.
Right.
Everybody just
Cause you old.
anyway. So like no, so like nobody's really paying attention. And I remember sitting there thinking, like, man, this is interesting stuff, man. But it's like it was that moment I had that spark of like, this is interesting, but I understand why nobody's paying attention. I know I could teach this better than him. And it was that moment where that spark for me
Yeah.
happened, right? Now, some other people would view that like a lot of people in my class were like, this is so boring. I don't really care what's going on right now. No sparks are going off. For me, the spark was really in spite of what was happening in the
Right.
moment, opposed to what was actually happening.